It's a quiet day in support court. Judge Vunderby enters the courtroom, calm but alert. Case number JVB 1068, the Clark case, is called. The courtroom is thin. The judge notes how few people wanted to show up today. But one man did. Mr. Clark. He's here with a complaint, not about custody or property, but about his wife. She's out with friends every other weekend, he says. Happy hours, girls' nights, and not enough nights with him. He suspects infidelity, but has no proof. Still, something feels off. And today, he wants answers, and maybe a check.
Rise. Support court with Judge Vunderby is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1068, Clark case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You may be seated. Man, it's a lot of people that didn't want to come to court today. Makes my job easier. Okay. All right. Looks like Mr. Clark, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I'm married and not happy about my wife going out all the time. Girls' night seems like every other weekend. When we try to do something romantic, she's like, I prefer to go out with my girls, happy hour. So I'm suspecting she's cheating. So,
okay. So because she is with her girls and not spending as much time with you, you think she's cheating?
Yeah, I text her while she's out, she don't respond. I ask her, send a picture where you are so I can see what's going on with the post on social media. I don't get any type of messages. So, I'm kind of insecure with why we're not having anything.
Mr. Clark lays it out. They live together, no kids. He texts her, no response. Asks for photos, radio silence. She doesn't want to talk, he says. The judge listens closely. He admits he hasn't confronted her about cheating, not once. But what he has done is file for spousal maintenance, a surprising move, especially for a man who admits he pays all the bills.
In our relationship happened the way it's supposed to as a married couple.
Okay. You all still live in the same home?
Yes, we do.
Do you have any children?
No.
Okay. You see her every day?
Yeah.
Do you try to discuss it with her then?
She don't want to hear it. She don't go in the kitchen to talk. That's where I expect her to be, where I can corner her, but she don't talk. So
all right.
I got things to do. I got errands to run, so I let her be so I'm not like smothering her. But when it comes down to playing the role to reservations, my girlfriends. So.
Okay. Have you ever confronted her about cheating on you?
No.
All right. It looks like you came because you're wanting to get some sort of spousal maintenance from her.
Yeah, because we're pretty much done. There's nothing happening in our relationship intimate-wise, so, I pay all the bills, 2 cars.
The courtroom tilts when the judge asks about finances. Mr. Clark reveals he gives his wife an allowance. How much? $10,000 a week. The judge blinks. Man, where do you work? She jokes. The courtroom chuckles, but behind the humor, tension builds. Mr. Clark wants the allowance back. The judge sees it for what it is. Emotional payback.
She don't pay no gas in the car, so, I need her to either get going or tell me what's really going on.
All right. You pay all the bills, you
Yes.
say, so you make more money than her?
Yes.
Do you know where she is? Have you talked to her at all? Is she with the girls right now while court is going on?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, if you're the one making more money, I don't see how I could honor your request to get spousal maintenance.
Well, she gets an allowance,
All right.
so I want that back.
You want your allowance back?
Yes.
How much of an allowance are you giving her?
I give her $10K a week.
$10,000 a week?
Yeah.
Man, where you work? I'm obviously in the wrong profession. Yeah. Okay. So you got her served to be here today.
Yes.
You do realize that if she were to come to court and ask for spousal maintenance from you.
Now the judge gets serious. She reminds Mr. Clark that if his wife showed up and asked for support, she'd likely get it. He's the breadwinner. He knows it. Are you doing this because you're mad? She asks. He answers without hesitation. Yep. The judge isn't amused. This court isn't a place for revenge. This takes up time for someone who really needs to be here, she says. A clear warning, courts don't settle relationship drama, they settle legal disputes.
She will probably get it, right?
Most likely, yes.
So you still want to go through?
Yep.
Okay. Are you just doing this because you're mad at her?
Yep.
Well, Mr. Clark, you don't just come to court and file something and ask for a request without the grounds just because you're mad.
Well,
I can empathize with you
not?
being mad.
Because I want her attention. So in the court, there's mediation, and she'll know I'm serious.
Well, yeah, so yes and no, right? So you don't want to file a lawsuit to necessarily get your spouse's attention because you're not getting the affection that you're looking for. You can threaten her with a lawsuit, or you can draft one out and show it to her, but to actually have her serve, set it for a hearing, that kind of takes up my time for somebody who really needs to be in here. So it's a waste of resources. I mean, I get.
The gavel doesn't drop, but the message is loud and clear. Mr. Clark's request is being dismissed. He doesn't qualify for spousal maintenance. Why? Because he has money. Lots of it, and the law is clear. To qualify, he'd have to prove he can't meet his basic needs. Based on his own testimony, that's far from the case.
Get what you're saying. I'm married myself, so I definitely understand what you're saying.
Yes.
This is just not the right resource to get her attention. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do, Mr. Clark. We're going to dismiss your case.
Dismiss the case.
We're going to dismiss it. You do not have grounds to ask for spousal maintenance. You're the breadwinner. You just said you pay all the bills. You give her a $10,000 allowance a week. You don't qualify for spousal maintenance. You have to prove that you do not have the resources to meet your minimum needs.
Okay.
We both know that you do, just based off what you said you do.
Right.
So, yeah, I would have to dismiss your case.
Yeah. Nothing else I can say then.
No, but you know, I thank you for coming to see me, right?
Thank you.
But I also recommend that the two of you seek some sort of counseling, marital counseling. Okay?
Nah, we beyond marriage.
The judge thanks him for coming, but then offers a lifeline, counseling. Clark brushes it off. We're beyond that, he mutters. She reminds him, if he truly wants to separate, divorce is the proper route. Just don't expect spousal maintenance. And don't be surprised if she turns around and asks for it herself. Clark nods, but it's clear he hadn't thought that far ahead.
Marital counseling.
Okay, well, if you decide to come to court and file for a divorce, right?
Yes.
You can do that, but just not with the spousal maintenance part attached. I could foresee her saying she would like to have spousal maintenance. So yeah, I'll have to dismiss your request on that.
Okay.
All right? Is there anything further?
Can I file for bankruptcy then?
I cannot give you legal advice.
Yes.
I would just caution you with doing that if you really don't have a reason to file for bankruptcy. And you definitely will want to consult a bankruptcy attorney before you do that.
Yeah, I just don't want her taking nothing from me. So if she flipped the script, then.
Okay, Mr. Clark, I'm not going to assist you committing fraud. If there is nothing else, you are dismissed.
Then a twist. Clark asks if he can file for bankruptcy, a comment that raises eyebrows. He wants to protect himself if she flips the script. But the judge's face hardens. I'm not going to assist you in committing fraud, she says. Her voice is calm. Her meaning is not.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The hearing is over. Mr. Clark came in seeking financial revenge. He leaves with a reality check. This isn't a courtroom for emotional games. And as Judge Vunderby dismisses the case, she leaves him and viewers with a closing line that says it all. You don't come to court just because you're mad. You come to court because you have a case.